Good morning. Sorry, my daughter just texted me. Anyway, good morning. All right, let's see where we were. Where were we? Oh, I see. Yeah, rather. Part that's going to get buried fully. Oh, we'll put it in. I guess everybody's sleeping in on Friday. And I don't blame people personally. I genuinely don't. Okay, so if I put that there. Let's assume that goes there. I glue it in place. Can't tell if it's in or not. And now I put this cover over it. Will it even go on? And if it doesn't, then I don't need to use this part. I don't think I need to use that part. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm going to toss this part. Don't need it. So those two parts go there. I'm not going to use those. This goes right there. I'm assuming this is some kind of a periscope. One of these days, I'll actually try to understand what it is that, all the different doodads that are sticking off of a tank. Hey, Ken. Good morning. How are you? I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. No idea. What the fuck is that? Pretty good. Glad it's Friday though. Yeah, amen to that. Amen to that. It's been a week. Yesterday was just a long, not pleasant day. I mean, it started out well, but it didn't get better after that day. Work-wise, but I'm hoping things go better. Nothing like the smell of plastic in the morning. No, thin cement. It smells like victory. Hey, Ray, what's going on, man? Smells like victory. Don't forget, Charlie don't surf. God. Love that film. Robert Duvall won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in that role. And it's just that is a powerhouse role. All right. Let's see. Let's start gluing some shit in. There we go. I'm getting the itch to start watching a lot of movies. For Scott Chickens, they say the life expectancy is 3 to 4 years. One of ours is 8 this summer. Really? And how's it doing? Hey, Joe. Good morning. Ray Kengio. How's it doing? I think that's bulletproof. Bulletproof glass. Can assume. Don't know. Let's see. Surprisingly well, though at this point, I make no promises. Yeah. Good evening, Edwin. How are you, my friend? How are you feeling? How art thou? I think one of these parts we're not going to assemble right now in order to prevent getting paint on clear parts. Cylinder, the flu here. Boy, does my chest hurt from coughing. Yeah, Joe. So is it confirmed that it's flu? Need some sleep, yeah. You still, is it flu? Yeah. Ugh. Man, flu season seems to be starting early this year. Well, Joe, hope you feel better, brother. Hey, good morning, Nick. How are you? Yeah, flu confirmed. Flu confirmed. Yeah. Ugh. Sorry, brother. Ugh. Nah. Doing good. Nice. Wicked good early morning to you, Nick. So yesterday I got a report back from my younger daughter. And I asked my wife, it's like, so how's things going? I haven't heard back from my daughter, but my wife reported back, and I've been texting a little bit with her. Just asked, okay, so how's your first full day there? She goes, it was good. So I guess she became she went to a couple of different events, including like an honors class, kind of get together, of which everybody's being silent. My daughter was like the one who's like, anybody got anything to say? She's like, uh, you know, what my wife, what was it my wife said about her? She says she's living her best college experience. She's loving it. Taking today off as well. Well, yeah, of course. If you got flu, I mean, well, we need you in. Okay, I'll definitely I'll spread my shit around to everybody. I mean, come on, really? I'm losing too much weight. My wedding ring doesn't fit anymore. What kind of food is that PatCon? What kind of food? None of your business. That's what kind of food. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Hopefully I get enough energy to make it in the lab. Well, I was hoping just for a little bit of recovery would be good. Just take it easy, Joe, and just get well. Yeah, flu's not something you want to fuck around with. So she's Greek. Well, so's my older daughter. But again, it depends on what your kind of personalities. My older daughter's more of an introvert. Am I, kind of like I was in many ways, and my younger daughter is not, more akin to her mother in some ways. Good morning. Hey, Tony, good morning. How are you? So same as last year. Same as last year. Yeah, I don't care. They would totally would be great, Joe. Yeah, they don't care. They don't care about what? About getting diseased? Okay. Well, stupid, but okay. Doing well, thank you. Of course. May we? Okay, we're good. Let's get some parts glued on, shall we? But not this one. You do not supposed to glue that part on. Okie dokie pokey. That I'm sick. They want boots on ground here. Okay, that's great. And then later when they get sick, they're like, thanks for sharing. Do the words fuck you mean anything? Oh, interesting design. All right, I got to get rid of, let's get rid of some mold lines here. Yeah, it would be like, well, stay outside. Sharing is caring. Yeah, right. Joe. That's nice. So if this were the middle of winter, snow coming down, you got to go out there and take care of the snow and everything like that. And you flu or COVID or whatever. Yeah, don't come in here, but you can stay outside and do your work. I'm sick. I don't care. Just, whatever happened to people just having some level of just compassion? Unbelievable. I don't know. I guess don't get me wrong. I don't think that humans have always been compassionate. In fact, I don't think that we're living in an age where people are more or less compassionate than they were. But just always surprised about the lack of compassion. Well, fast. I hate being sick. Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, I know the importance, especially the elderly residents. Yeah, exactly. An interesting conversation yesterday with a very good friend of mine, Tom. You know, and the conversation was definitely just we've talked about our kids and the concept of being on the spectrum and all that stuff. And look, I guess what it really came down to is the spectrum it's a spectrum, right? It isn't like you're this or that. It's like you're somewhere in between this massive spectrum, and the spectrum isn't linear. It could be it could be in the XYZ plane, right? So you're all over this map. So everybody's a little different, but in the same way, I think that we're not going to find, if you can't get everybody to be good, you're just not going to have people who are going to be, it's in their nature to be good. There are people who are, their spectrum puts them in the place where they're either narcissistic or worse, where what is it? Sadists. They're sadists, where they're comfortable being in a place where I don't care about other people being miserable. They have zero empathy or sympathy for that. I'm not denigrating or advocating right now. I'm just being a little, lack of compassion on this. Is just being mathematical, analytical. I genuinely believe that there are people who are like that. So when somebody like Joe is, I've got the flu. Yeah, but we need work to get done. It's like, are you out of your fucking mind? They done with the spectrum. There's a cover band called the Skinnies that are all on the spectrum with Downs. No kidding. Wow. That's cool. I'd love to hear the kind of music that's played and how that music is created. So anyway, there's a pretty pretty intense mold line coming through here, so I'm just eliminating it right now. That is what I'm working on. Hey, Nick, I'm sanding. Just for Nick. Finally. Just heard this morning. They are great. Wow, that's cool. Fashion varies at times. Sometimes it takes a day off here and there. Well, there's a difference with that. Because I feel the same way. I feel very much the same way. But would you say in general, Ken, that you are, and maybe I don't want to put you on the spot, you don't have to answer, but we say in general that you are a compassionate person, that generally your MO is, yes, this is the way I am. However, when things collapse, whatever happens in the world, there are times when people just go, they kind of entrench or whatever, right? Hey, Tom, good morning. Using regular instruments, and I heard them play Message in a Bottle. Wow, that's so awesome. There are days when I lose my patience for, especially like at work. It's like, when my boss recently, he's like, oh, I'm just so burned out. I'm tired of all this stuff happening. It's like, motherfucker, you're the one who's creating this pain. So I can't be compassionate toward your feelings. if you're the one who's creating this pain for yourself and for us? All right. Hey, boss, welcome to my world. Yeah, exactly. Ken, compassionate? I agree with that sentiment. Did I actually say something right? Woo, I feel good. Yay, woo. Is Emma here? Hey, Emma, good morning. How are you? Emma, are we going to be seeing each other soon? I think the answer is yes. Good. Oh, excellent. Happy Friday to you, Emma. By the by, in a blind squirrel finds the occasional nut. In reference to? Sorry. In reference to? Right. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Does anybody got anything planned for this weekend? Raise your hand. I got nothing. Except maybe mowing the lawn, that kind of thing. But for the most part, no, I take it back. I don't have like major travel plans or plans that required, doing anything kind of like, okay, gotta do some grocery shopping, maybe little chores around the house, but nothing major. Do some yard work. I got to do some writing this weekend, and that's kind of it. I'm really looking forward to it. All right, I would say okay. Hey, Mike. Good morning. Happy Friday to you too. All right, I would say okay. To the swamp, California has carnivore squirrels, so I don't know which you're talking about. Non-blind squirrel can barely find the occasional nut. I've seen my lawn full of holes because the squirrels didn't know when they hid. Nice. First weekend in months that I have nothing going on. Looks to be a good week. Yeah, dude, isn't it funny that I got nothing planned. My wife is up in Maine, and this weekend she's got stuff going on. My younger daughter is in college. My older daughter will have something going on. I think she's got babysitting or something like that going on. So I'll actually have my own time to myself, which is, given it's been about almost 3 weeks since that last happened, it feels good just to be able to decompress a little bit and just like, all right, I get my mowing done, get a little bit of work done in the house, maybe do some grocery shopping, and try to watch a movie during the day. The deck is almost done. Excellent. Then when you're done with that, come on up. I got my deck to work on. In fact, I'm going to be starting to tap you guys for some information. All right. Birthday party at Mom's. I'm assuming birthday party at Mom's is Sunday. That's all I really have going. Got to celebrate early so both my kids can. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's cool, Tony. I get the whole house to yourself. Time for some risky business dancing. My parents are coming over and I'm making steamers. Nice. Does that mean you'll start sending deck pics? Do you want deck pics? You can find those on my OnlyFans page. Old school deck pics. before I forget. Hey, Tom, is Emma still around? If you're interested. I am deckless. It depends. What was that the last time you trimmed your bushes? Dex. Oop. Okay, so we're kind of ending that conversation. Let's see. All the time. Nice. Dex. Anyway, mindful of the kids. Screw you, adults. I couldn't care less, but the kids, I care about the kids. I think that might have been a lack of compassion on my part. Oh, God. You said a bad word. Sending wife off to China this Saturday. Wow. Tom, the way you said that, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm sending my wife off to prison this weekend. It's like, what? Oh, Lord. Hey, now only then it's family friendly. Picked up my turkey fryer steamer so I can get through. Nice. Hey, have fun with that. I'm going to strip the wood on only deck. Yep. In fact, I'm putting all that aside. Half my deck, I'm going to just go take apart. I'm going to just dismantle it. I don't want the lower half of it. I actually want to put planting beds there. I want to start getting ready for having a garden and fresh veg. I keep listening to all y'all talk about it, and it's like, I want to do that. Okay, there we go. Let us now glue these parts together. What happened on only decks? Got him carrying. Exactly. You never know. You're getting rid of the lower decks. But that show is awesome. I know it's gone. Bye. Goodbye. Good riddance. Just hasn't even finished the show and he is getting rid of a shame. I know. We're still trying to get through the last few episodes of Deep Space Nine. And then what else? And then we've got and of course we did start Strange New Worlds. But yes, we have to get through the last season of Lower Decks. She'll know the only deck. I hope not, Tom. Tom, for all you know, she might even know about it now. George hasn't even finished the show. Shit. Yeah, man. Fresh tomato and cucumbers with chicken souvlaki is amazing. Just fresh fruits and veg. Just want to get into that. I don't know. I'm at that point now. I'm hungry, Mike. I know exactly. Happy Friday, Richie. How are you? How are you? All right. Let's get this thing glued on. Where does this thing go? Right there. I diggity. People are hopping today. I love it. I have to go for now. Alrighty, Edwin. Have a lovely evening, my friend. Hope you get some rest. Like a good tomato sandwich. Yep. They have signposters in Starfleet Academy. What happened to Cisco? What happened to Cisco? What's Starfleet hiding? Talk about paranoia. Clint, what's going on, brother? Lucas, good morning. I go home already. I want to go home already. Dude, you've only got a few more hours. Is today sort of the opposite of yesterday? So good this year, first year in a long time. The critters didn't eat them all, really. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things I want to make sure I prevent having critters eat the stuff that I create, that I labor over. Clint, Joe, Clint, Richie, Mike, Lucas, Tom, Lucas. After the things on Cisco kind of tapered off. It's slow like digs. Slow. But you know what? I got to tell you, Richie, you get to a certain point in your life and you're like, slow's good. I like slow. I like to enjoy shit. It's like when you have a good meal, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm not gonna wolf it down. I'm gonna enjoy it. In fact, it's one of the, I know this is gonna sound like an old guy thing, and I don't give a shit. I've earned my slowness, Richie. Yeah. So I've started driving a little less slow. It's like I'm driving to work, and it used to be I'm driving to work and I'm going like 75, 8, whatever it is. And now it's like, why the hell am I rushing to get to work? I'm listening to my car radio, meaning I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm listening to a YouTube video, I'm listening to music. It's like, why do I want to have less of this time so I can get to work early so I can do what? Fuck that. Okay. Later, Mike. Have a good one, brother. We'll catch up soon. Song, right? Let's see. Cayenne pepper dusting in your veggies and marigolds in the beds help a lot. That's good to know. Cayenne pepper. No work today. No work today. You're off today? Lies, Prius driver, madmen. Yeah. Well, there are days when I go pretty fast, but you know what? In general, when it's like going to work, it's like I literally tell myself, why are you rushing to get to work? It's going to be there. You don't have to punch a clock. Don't worry about it. It's like you earn that assist bar in the bathroom. Exactly. I've earned that assist bar in the bathroom. Start my vacation. So you're you're shipping your wife off to China. What are you doing, Tom? The tenacious earth also helps with bugs. That's the title of a book, Lucas. Is it really? Does sound like a name of a book. I just want to go home and decal in peace. Get early to leave early. No. We leave. I leave when work is done or when they kick me out. In fact, a couple days ago, it's like I needed like another half hour. And they're like, no, we're leaving early. I'm like, all right, fine. So I get home and have to do the work. And instead of having that additional half hour, I spent another hour because other shit came in. It's like, fuck. Anyway, I crossed a bear. Excuse me a second, my friends. Just trying to get this thing seated. That's looking good. Yeah. Nothing we can say in front of. Yeah. Going to Croatia. Tom, are you kidding or are you being for real? Monday I work 4:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Woo! Oh my. The rest of the week, 4:30 to 5. Today I'm leaving on time. Wow. I guess that's the pleasure of earning the role that you've acquired, huh, Lucas? Anime NYC with the other nerds, Richie. Is Anime NYC this weekend? I got an early today, so I'm leaving at 1 p.m. Next week I'm opening up, so I'll be home at 1:30. Heading there for 5 days. You're going to Croatia for 5 days. Started yesterday. A welder quit 2 weeks ago. Oh. Ouch. Yep. Well. And that is the unfortunate side of what's going on, right? I know that you got a pretty significant. Oh, that's not good. That has to get rectified. I know you kind of asked for more responsibility and obviously a lot more pay, and I'm glad it came your way. Hey, Fizz, good day. How are you? But that's also the pain of it. Then you get more responsibility, right? Used to do 5 and 12. I'm glad I'm done with that. Hey, yo, I don't pay for badges. We don't need those stinking badges. Despite the long hours, the workplace is much better. Yeah, see, that's great. And that's, there's something to be said about that when work doesn't feel like work, right, Lucas? Like when you've got the ability to kind of not necessarily have the, I'm not trying to say, have the inmates run the asylum kind of thing, but when there's a little bit more autonomy or when you have the ability to kind of manage an area in a way that is both beneficial to you and to everyone around you, it doesn't feel like work. Still a nerd, Richie, but a good nerd. Having dinner, classic Filipino street food. What are we having? You're a fucking nerd too. We're all nerds. Everybody here is a nerd, and we wear that badge with honor. Honor, I say. Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to become part owner in the near future. I want to make it work. Yeah, exactly. So when you have that kind of a goal, it feels a little different. Yeah, you're exhausted. You're putting in the time, but it feels different. Oh, Bopus this time. Bopus. Okay, I think I even know what that is. I'm just getting an early fizz. Definitely not vegan. Definitely not vegan. Definitely not vegan. All right, we're going to have to hit this thing up with a little bit of thin cement all around. Glasses down. There's a big gap where this part came together, and I'm not happy with it. No, sir, I don't like it. There it goes. I'm melting. But it is pescatarian. Those pesky pescatarians. No, I've never had Bopus. I've heard of Bopus. Perfect food for drinks night. Really? You mean no meat? back to the Greek jokes. Nerd is strong label. I prefer plastically challenged. No, I like nerd because I'm a nerd about many things. I love watching cartoons. I love watching sci-fi. I love wearing geeky shirts. Y'all can keep your football shirts. You're nerds too. If you're wearing a football shirt that has somebody's name and number on it, and it isn't you, you're a nerd. You just happen to be a sports nerd. Energy level through the roof. Thanks. Good luck at bingo. Jesus. Didn't you wear that last night? Yeah, I come home and basically change out. It's like a PJ shirt. Yeah, I wore it last night. Go to sleep. I come home, I change, get ready, basically get ready for bed. Yep. Sleep in it. Go upstairs, toss it. Yeah. Yep. I did. All right. Let's get a little bit more in there too. There's a lot of doodads that are going on this turret. Lots of doodads. After all this is done, I got to figure a way of supporting it. I think I know how to do it. We need George jerseys. No, no, we don't. No, 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 no. A football jersey with my last name. That only makes you a partial nerd. That is true. Everyone has an inner nerd that comes out in their life from time to time. Always. I'm not really judging. Yeah, no, I know you're not judging, Tony. I would never say that. But I just wear that. I wear that badge proudly. And as we've talked about multiple times, actually, I think we're in a the world is kind of dark and nasty right now, but there are some good things about what we're in right now. One of those being that nerd culture is an accepted culture, whereas 40 years ago, if you said, hey, I'm going to go home and watch a Japanese cartoon, people would look at you like, and you're what, don't you want to go out and play football or something like that? It's like, no, fuck no. Now it's totally accepted. We're going to hang out with people. We're going to do some anime. Cool. Going to go build a model. Great. And people kind of give you the stink eye. It's like, well, you got a problem with that? Piss off. I wear a Barbie shirt. I wear a Barbie shirt that's pink. People go pink, like so. I'm comfortable and don't care. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another thing. Let's not even go down that way because we can almost go into politics at that point. Yeah. I don't want to hear about anybody complaining about, oh, boys should never wear pink. Piss off. Girls should wear baby blue. Fuck off. I don't know. Stupid autocorrect. Old school Gumbler jersey. Yeah, no, not happening. Should I rather be at a bingo than waiting for this plane? Oh, yeah. When Clint, when is your plane taking off? Because it's not. So you're at the airport then, right? Going to LA. LA, city of dreams. My Bronco identifies as a Prius. Oh God, that's funny. Not gonna lie, that's funny. Okay. Yeah. The doodads. Once again, I'm gonna say that the doodads that are sticking off this thing. Look at this thing. I mean, let's see if I can do this. That is one psychotically cool turret. Look at all the stuff on this thing. And I'm not even done. Not even close to being done. Man. 804. Oh, that's right around the corner. Nice. This is tough men wear pink. That is true. I have a pink shirt that used to be white. Stupid Red Sox. Now the question is, do you wear it as a pink shirt? My choo-choo shirt that like in pink because I take no shit like she does. Exactly. Who doesn't love choo-choo? Probably my favorite character in that show. I shouldn't say that. I did like a lot of the characters. That looks awesome. But those homemade are amazing. Yeah, the red sock. My Death Race 2000 shirt used to be white with a lot of red on it and that kind of thing. I don't know, for some crazy reason, I've been washing it with reds and surprised now that it's got a pink hue to it. So it's my pink shirt. Nothing like a pink Death Race 2000 shirt. All right, let's see how much time I got. I got 5 minutes. I should be able to get one more part on here. We are going to pass on all that stuff right now. So this part right here, it's basically just like a shield, I guess, of some sort, but it's got all of these glass bits on it, right? These clear parts. Well, obviously, since this thing's just going to get hit with a lot of paint, I don't want to assemble that part yet. We are actually almost done. I will work on the wheels as the last thing. I might actually work on the wheels and tracks and see if I can get the whole thing to be removable. We'll see. All right. It was not a color. It was always a shade of red until someone came up with the word pink. Really? No kidding. Thing I'm excited about is seeing friends and getting my Jaws sippy cup. Okay, so it almost sounds like this is a work trip that will have a good size component that will be a fun trip. Nice. Are you seeing any of the Gundam crew out there, or you got other peeps you're going to be hanging out with? Same with blue. It was green until someone decided it was blue. Really? Did not know that. Not the stuff you learn. The stuff you learn. What the hell is that thing? Oh, that's what that thing is. Jesus, that thing is huge. Okay, we don't have time for that, but we're going to get some of these smaller doodads on. Doodads. I love calling them doodads. Anybody serve in an armor brigade or in an infantry that actually used one of these things? I'm kind of curious. Work trip, maybe a couple of dinners, going to see Meg, Angel, and Frey. Oh, nice. And my best friend. Oh, that's awesome. And you're keeping your best friend kind of a secret because they're not into Gundam, so you're not going to talk to us about them. I mean, first of all, do me a favor, Clint, if you could. Please say hi to Meg, Angel, and Freddie for me. They're good peeps. They are good people. Let's start with 26. Yeah, especially haven't seen him in a while, but Freddie's popped in every now and then. It's always good to see Freddie. And I'm blown away by the level of his creativity. Let's see. That's why Japan had blue street lights. No kidding. You have the blue camo one. Gina, do this one in purple camo. I might do purple camo. Gina? Who's Gina? I'm assuming you mean gonna do this one. I might do purple. You know, I could do that. I could actually do a lot of these things in like the colors of the rainbow. That'd be kind of color camo. Yeah. Tom, thank you. I may end up doing that. And then one day just put them right all up there and just call it like my Trans-Siberian Army. Look up the history of blue. It's way more interesting. Color signs of civilization progress. Really? No kidding. I'm a world of stupid. Unuseful. And sometimes and I only grease monkey in the core. I'm sorry, I'm missing whatever this is. And then work on tax. You did not work on tax. Yeah. Yeah, she's the models and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. Will do. Thank you, Clint. Appreciate it. Uncle used to be the manager at a tank plant here in Michigan. That's awesome. His work has improved dramatically. Oh, it's not his work has improved. He has moved away from being like, a Gundam modeler that went into making some really weird shit. He is a full-blown artist. Full-blown. Yeah. Freddie was wrong. If you guys don't, again, if you're on Instagram, I think he's still on there, but Freddie is a fabulous dark artist. I mean, his art is definitely weird, but it is spectacular stuff. Ooh, that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm actually curious if anybody's ever been inside one of these things just to take a look at all the stuff on the top here. It's just such a crazy vehicle. That would be interesting. A T-72 that believes it's a Prius. Why would it believe it's a Prius? And he's tapping into his horror roots. Yeah. that ability to let your artistic side completely go away from whatever that base model was. And I think he's doing a lot more. I don't even know if is he even using, like any model stuff anymore? Is he just like making everything from scratch now? There's also some more transition to non-Gundam models. So yeah, and again, this is the growth of the person as as what you're into. What kind of strikes your fancy. Just because we started as Gundam modelers doesn't necessarily mean that's the place we're going to stop. Now, if that's where you want to be, great. Me personally, nah. I just want to build cool shit like M2A3 Bradleys. And I'm really starting to Jones on building one of the Saab planes. Really starting to get there. And I want to feature him in our showcase. Yeah, do it. Absolutely. Because it's trans. I wanted to transition to something more useful. I'm sorry, that kind of came across not sounding very good. What? All inside tanks, very simple. Everything was painted white, so warning labels stick out. Yeah, exactly. I know that they are painted in that ornithologists realize crows have stopped communicating as of 2024. What? You think comfortable chair? Nope. Oh no, comfortable? No, it's not about comfort. At the same time, having watched Totally Tanked on a bunch of times, their conversation about the comfort that's required inside of a tank. Remember, the less comfortable your people are inside of the tank, the less efficient they're going to be. The T-72. All right, let me reread this because it's trans. It wanted to transition to something be more useful. The T-72? What? Really? You would think comfortable trans. No. Scientists are looking for the cause. Tom, sorry, Ken, that was perfect. Oh my God, that was perfect. All right, I don't think I'm going to get this part glued on. I was hoping to. Oh my God, that was so good. Gotcha. Oh, you got me good. Oh yeah, you got me good. I have to use that one somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe on my kids. So I can get the groans. I miss getting groans from my kids. I didn't see that coming. I'm telling you, that was so good. Have a great one. Happy Friday. Keep your stick on the ice. Yeah, Joe, you too, brother. Hope you feel better and tell work to pound sand. That's so good. All right, we're going to glue this. Oh, are we? Ooh, we are going to glue this on. However, it is part of this piece here. All right, we're going to have to bail here. Too much work to do, and I need to get ready for work. Yeah, we're going to leave all this stuff here. We'll tackle this tomorrow. This tank is almost done. I mean, the work, the tank tracks and the wheels are going to take some time, but it's almost there. What's the joke? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I got to. That was perfect. Before I bail, you might want to look at Ken's comments. They were really good. That did get me good. Hey, work will still be there Monday. Yeah, that is true. And you know what? That's why, in some ways, like I don't show up on time anyway, and nobody seems to be calling me on it. So it is what it is. Anyway, All right, Nick, have a good one, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. But guys, stay safe and stay sane. Thank you so much for being on today. I really do appreciate it. Good conversations all around. This is what this is all about. Friendly banter to start the day off or finish the day off in a positive way. That's what matters. Great day today, George and everyone. See you later. You too, Tony. Fuck work, party hard. Yeah, exactly. Later, everyone. See you next week. Clint, safe travels, brother. But guys, go out there and do good. Brighten the world as much as you possibly can. Show love, respect, kindness to people. Have fun with people. Don't brutalize them. Don't treat them like shit. Not good. All right. So go out there and treat people as you would expect to be treated. Anyway, I'll be back on tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. Enjoy the day, guys. Love you all. Catch you on the flip. Peace.